Hey everyone, this is Luke Miller. I'm a husband status presenter working with Marta Miller. I am the kind of person who would never be caught on Facebook, would never do a post, let alone record a video for everyone to see. I'm out of my comfort zone, which I realize to do this unique business, a lot of you have to be out of your comfort zone. So this is my first time to do this, and you know, after watching this, I hope what you're wondering is, when are you going to make it your first time to do it? So here's what I'm hoping to give you today. I'm hoping to give you and share my perspective on how I see Unique and how I see this business as a way for you to grow and change your life and change the lives of many other people. But I want to do it in a simple way. And here's why my perspective may be valid. My entire role right now, when I'm working with Marta, is to figure out, how do I make this more simple? How do I take the gobs and gobs of training files? There's probably over 100. There are websites everywhere telling you different ways to do everything. And I'm talking about probably 10 different ways to do the same thing. As a presenter in this company, it can feel overwhelming. If it were me and there were 10 ways of doing something and I'm trying to figure out what to do next, I'm going to have to look at all those 10 ways and figure out which one do I want to spend my time on, because after all, my time is precious. So I want to make sure whichever path I take, it's the right one. That makes people bog down, and you start to freeze up and you stop being active because it's taking so much away from you to try to figure out what to do next. So for me, it all boils down to something very simple. Don't stress about how many times to post a day, whether or not you should have a 10-day party or a 3-day party, whether it should be done as a group or an event. Should you have a Facebook business account or use only your personal account? Should you do it only on Facebook or Instagram? Don't stress about that. Why? Because every one of those, they all boil down to the exact same thing. You are trying to build relationships with people who are strangers today. That's it. That is what is distinguishing the people who are in 1 month, in 6 months, in 2 years. It's different for everyone. That is what is distinguishing the people who are climbing to the highest levels in this company or any company. So what you'll find are new presenters. They typically go through the same basic evolution. They get super excited. They've joined this company. They see something that they really like, probably because a friend or someone showed it to them, and they're very passionate about the products and what it is, and they're excited about the opportunity and what it can do for them. You're excited. You're their sponsor, and you're excited to see their excitement. You know who else sees that excitement? That person's family and friends who trust and believe in that person. Let's say that new presenter's name is Sarah. Sarah signs up and she's got all these friends and family that are seeing her energy and seeing her excitement, and they're looking at it saying, you know what? I like Sarah. Sarah's been my sister or my friend for a long time. If she likes this stuff, maybe I would like it too. Let me go check that out. And so in the very beginning, this new presenter gets some quick sales and gets some quick recruits. Now it's different for all of them. Some have this huge network that they've just accumulated over time in their life, and they have lots of contacts. And when they get started, some people make it much further before they hit that same point that all new presenters will hit. They hit a wall. And what is that wall? It's almost the same for everybody. It's when they have exhausted all of their existing contacts that they've built up to that point in their life. They've all seen the unique opportunity. Many of them have joined or are using the products. They love the idea too, but now where do you go from there? That is the point that distinguishes the incredible presenters who will go on to be the highest levels in this company from those who will slow down and eventually decide, yeah, maybe this really wasn't for me. What distinguishes the great from the ones who will slow down and quit is how they handle their network when they need to grow it. How do you find and connect with strangers that you've never met before? Let me give you an example. I have moved probably 20 times in my life. I moved about 20 times in the first 20 years of my life. always going through into a new city that was in a new state and in a new school. I never stayed in the same school for more than about 3 years. What do you do every time you get into a new environment that you've never been and you don't have friends, you don't know anyone? You start reaching out and meeting people. So if it was you and you moved into a new city, what do? Well, you join some meetup groups. You find local groups of stay-at-home moms, or you find people that have similar interests to you and they love watching the cooking channel, or they love to get together and sew, or it's a running club, or it's people who just love Starbucks coffee and they want to go meet at Starbucks. You start reaching out to these groups and making connections with people that you didn't know before. They're very genuine connections. This isn't a fake process where you try to go meet as many people as you can because it's all about making a sale. No, it's people who have similar interests to you. There are a lot of people in the world who drink Starbucks coffee. I like coffee. It doesn't matter whether it's Starbucks or not. I like coffee, and so there automatically are a heck of a lot of people out there who I can connect with. So I'm at Starbucks and I happen to run into somebody in the line who's drinking the same thing as me, and oh, I love that drink. Don't you love that? That's one of my favorites. Oh yeah, what else do you get when you're here? Oh, that's cool. Hey, what are you doing later today? And they start talking, and you find something that interests you, interests them. Before you know, at the end of the conversation, you know what you say? Hey, can I get your Facebook ID? I'd love to stay in contact with you. You seem really cool. You're done. You've got a contact. You go to a restaurant and your waitress tells you this hilarious joke that's just makes you crack up and laugh, or does something else that makes you relate to him, and you say, hey, can we get your Facebook ID? I'd really love to stay in contact with you. You're hilarious. You've got another one. All the time you should be looking for, whenever you meet someone, how do you connect with them and get them as part of your network? You start building that trust. Why? Because if a stranger sees you talking about some business you have and something you might be selling, they're going to look at it and say, who's this person that's trying to sell me something? You know what? I'm going to walk on the other side of the street the next time I see them. I'm going to block that next post I get. But if there's someone that you've connected with and you have similar interests, they're going to say, hey, you know what? They like a lot of the same things I like. And they're also doing this other thing I've never tried before, this unique thing. Maybe I'm going to check that out because, you know, if they like it, maybe I'm going to like it too. Marta, what I see, she does this all the time. And so in a month or two's time, she probably picks up another 100 people that are loosely connected to her through some common interest. And if just 1 or 2% of them sign up in a given month, that's a lot of people that will join month after month after month by having this growing, ever-evolving network of people that you meet and connect with. Marta won an award for being one of the top 5 recruiters out of, 500,000 people in the Younique company. So it obviously works, and it works very well. Don't stress about how many times to post. Don't stress about whether it should be Instagram or Facebook or a business page or a personal page. Think about, if you're trying to make a new friend and make a new connection, how do you do that? It's a pretty common recipe everybody follows. Be energetic. Be positive. Make it fun. When they say something, listen, comment, say something back to them. Be engaging. Show true interest in them and make it a back and forth conversation, a two-way conversation to get to know each other better. You don't need to turn around and immediately say, hey, check out my Younique stuff, and pull out of your purse all the stuff you have and, overwhelm them with product. No, just build the relationship. And you know what? I know you're going to feel anxious that you want to close the deal and you want to have a new sale or a new recruit right that day. Try to hold that back. Keep focusing on getting more and more connections and relationships, and remember that you might have hundreds of these out there after doing it for a while, and someone that you talked to months ago might sign up 2 months later. And as soon as you start having a lot of those same people doing that, pretty soon you're finding, you know what, I don't need someone to sign up tomorrow because I've got so many people from the last 2 months who are gradually getting ready and they're signing up that it's already working. So keep that in mind. The next time you're stressing about all the different ways to run this business and all the different ways to do something, and you're wondering, which one should I do? Which one's best? They all sound the same, but everybody swears by a different method. The key to it is being able to build relationships with people that you don't know today. And when you get to that point as a presenter, don't freeze when you don't know what to do next. Turn it all off. And remember, It's all about making a relationship and a connection with people. The best way to do it is start with things that you're interested in and reach out to other groups that have similar interests. They don't have to be in your local area. They can be anywhere, and through Facebook you can relate to them. The beauty of Facebook is every time you meet somebody, gosh, how do you keep up with all of them? Where do you write it down? Where do you put it? Hey, let me get your Facebook ID. You put them in Facebook, and now you have one place in your group where you have all these people you've met, and you're communicating on a daily basis. Hey, this is what I did today. Hey, this is this new thing I did. Hey, check out this product I'm wearing. Look how cool this is. And suddenly they're part of your network, and they're sharing the same interests that you share. They're also seeing the other interests you have. You'll learn from them. You're going to learn about things that you never thought you'd do, and you're going to pick up new skills and new ways of doing things, just because that's what you get from friendships. The cool thing is, for you and your business, they're going to get the same from you. And one of those things that's an interest that you have that they may not currently have is unique. And they're going to see that as one of the many things that you do in your life. And what you hope is through your energy, your positive attitude, your love and true passion for these products, and your sharing of it, that they're going to want to feel that same thing. And they're going to want to join your team or sell the product. So I hope I've helped you, and I hope I've helped simplify to not stress about all the different ways. Good luck, and I hope you do well.